I'm Cinnamon Bowser, founder of Raising Champions, also known as the D1 Mom. I am the proud mother of 3 Division I full ride athletes. But before the scholarships, the offers, and the campus visits, there was confusion. There were missed deadlines, and there were a lot of nights when we felt completely and utterly overwhelmed by this recruiting process. If you're here today, chances are you might feel the same way. Maybe your athlete is late to the process. Maybe you're early to the process, but you want to do this right. Or maybe you're just realizing right now that no one is coming to save you, and it is time to get proactive. You're in the right place, friend. This masterclass is the guide I wish someone had handed me when we were getting started. I've walked this path 3 times now, and now I'm here to walk it with you. Let's start with the truth about how recruiting really works, because this isn't just about talent, it's about strategy, exposure, and timing. Let's begin by busting the first myth. Recruiting does not start junior or senior year. For many sports, it starts in middle school, not with offers, but with evaluation and exposure. College coaches build their list years in advance. They're watching tournaments, they're checking social media, they're looking for athletes who stand out and families who are organized and committed to the process. There are 3 main ways athletes get recruited. Number 1, you're so good they find you. That's rare. Less than 1% of athletes fall into this category. Number 2, you pay a recruiting service. These can cost thousands and often give you access to tools you could have built yourself. Number 3, you become your child's recruiting coordinator. You learn the system, take initiative, guide and lead your athlete through every step of the process. This masterclass is for parents choosing option 3. Understanding the recruiting timeline. 7th to 9th or 10th grade is the evaluation phase. Coaches are watching, you are building your list and starting your outreach. June 15th, after 10th grade, D1 coaches can begin direct contact with your athletes. 11th and 12th grade, that's your decision phase. You're dealing with offers, visits, and commitments. But guess what? If your child is in 11th or 12th grade right now, you're not too late. You just have to be smart, fast, and strategic. And that's what this masterclass is all about. Let's talk about the types of colleges. There's NCAA Division I. These are the largest schools. These schools have the most money, they're most competitive. Full rides are rare outside of football, basketball, and volleyball, but they do exist. Division II, schools that have competitive athletics and solid scholarships, many of them full rides, but D2s are often a sweet spot for overlooked talent. D3 has no athletic money, but generous academic aid and strong programs. NAIA, smaller colleges with flexible rules and real scholarship opportunities, including full rides. And then we also have JUCO, junior colleges or 2-year schools with some great athletic programs, including full rides, and a bridge to 4-year schools. Each division has its own rules and deadlines, and we'll get into that later, but the key takeaway here is that exposure looks different depending on where you're aiming. Coaches aren't just looking for talent, they're looking for the right fit, both athletically and academically. That's where you come in as the parent with the plan, the clarity, and the tools. In the next section, I'm going to walk you through The 3 first steps every parent must take to get on the radar, stay on the radar, and avoid getting ghosted by schools altogether. Section 2, what every parent must do first. Now that you understand how recruiting really works, let's talk about the first 3 steps every parent must take to get on the radar and stay there. These are simple, but most families skip them or do them too late. Step 1 is to create an NCAA Eligibility Center account. This is the first official step for any athlete hoping to play at the college level. If your athlete is in 8th grade or older, go ahead and register for a free profile at eligibilitycenter.org. You don't need to pay for a full certification account yet, unless your athlete is being actively recruited or planning to go on an official visit. Starting with the free account gets your athlete into the NCAA system. It starts your eligibility clock and it unlocks recruiting resources and timelines. If you're thinking about NAIA instead of NCAA, you'll also want to register at playnaia.org. Use your athlete's personal email address, not yours. Coaches want to see that the athlete is in charge and mature enough to communicate on their own. Step 2, get your academic house in order. Athletic scholarships are great, but academic money is often just as important, especially at schools or in sports where full rides are rare. Here's what to do. Know the core course requirements for eligibility. Make sure your athlete is on track to meet the GPA and test score minimums. Start compiling transcripts, especially if you switch schools or homeschool. This is also the time to meet with your guidance counselor and make sure they're familiar with NCAA eligibility rules. You don't want a missing class or credit to derail your child's recruiting dreams. Step 3, set clear recruiting goals as a family. Every family needs to be on the same page. Every family member needs to be on the same page about what type of schools you're targeting, how far you're willing to travel, what the financial picture looks like, what kind of environment will help your child thrive. This is a business decision. It's not just about where they dream of going. It's about where they'll actually play, grow, develop, and graduate. Sit down as a family and talk about D1 versus D2 versus D3 versus NAIA or JUCO, public versus private schools, academic programs and interests, realistic playing time and position needs. Clarity at this stage will save you time, money, and heartbreak down the road. These 3 steps, NCAA ID, academics, and family alignment, set the foundation for your entire recruiting journey. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be prepared. Coming up next, I'll walk you through how to build a smart, realistic college list that gets your athlete exposure and gives them real options on decision day. Section 3, building the college list. Now that you've laid the foundation, you've got your NCAA ID number, academic prep, and family goals, it's time to build your athlete's college list. This isn't just about dreaming big, it's about being strategic, open-minded, and realistic. Step 1, start with 15 to 20 schools. Create a broad list to start with. We'll narrow it down later. Break those schools into 3 categories. Dream schools. These are the reach programs your athlete would love to play for, even if it's a long shot. 2 is target schools, programs that match your athlete's skill level and academic level. And then 3 is safety schools, places your athlete would likely get into and could contribute athletically. Having all 3 ensures that you have real options later on. Step 2, research each program. This is where most families drop the ball. Don't just look at the school's ranking or social media. You got to dig deeper. Does your athlete's position match the roster needs? How many players are graduating next year? What is the team's style of play? What is the coach's style of coaching? What type of offense and defense do they run? Does that benefit your child's game? Does your athlete's GPA and test scores align with the admissions? Do they offer your athlete's intended major? These are all questions to consider. Use the school's athletic site to view the roster, coaching staff, and schedule. Look for patterns in size, skill, and style of athlete they recruit. Even look at where their athletes are from. Step 3, create a college tracker. Use a spreadsheet, Google Doc, or my downloadable college list builder to keep track of school name, division, location, coaches' names and contact info, date of first contact, dates of additional contact, the response, if any, notes on the program fit, and next steps. This tracker is going to become your athlete's recruiting command center. It needs to be updated weekly. Step 4, stay open to all levels. I've seen athletes chase D1 for years and end up with no offers, 0, when they could have been a scholarship star at D2 or NAIA. The level that fits best is the one where your child will play, develop, and graduate, not sit the bench at a big-name school just for clout, not be saddled with debt just for clout. Talk to your athlete about what they really want. Do they want to play immediately? Do they want to be close to home? Do they need academic support or a smaller class size? The more clarity you bring to the college list, the easier everything else becomes. Emails, visits, social media, even the final decision. Clarity is the key. Coming up next, I'll show you how to actually reach out to coaches, what to say, when to send it, and how to follow up without being annoying or ignored. Section 4, contacting coaches. Now that you've built a smart, targeted college list, it's time to reach out to coaches the right way. First, you're going to write a strong introductory email. This should come from the athlete, not you. Coaches want to hear directly from the player. You are just there to guide your athlete. Keep this email short, personal, and specific. Here's a winning formula. Subject line, 2026 middle blocker, 6'1", Texas, 3.9 GPA, video attached. Body, greeting. You will use the coach's last name. A quick intro with your name, grad year, position, height, GPA, why you're interested in their program, and make it personal. Link to a highlight video, plus a schedule of upcoming competitions or tournaments, and then close with a thank you and contact info. Do not mass email 50 coaches with the same generic message. That's a fast track to the trash folder. Number 2, make it easy to watch your athlete. So the first thing, the number one thing coaches want to see is video. And you don't need fancy, expensive highlight reels. Just make sure that the video is recent, it shows full plays, not just clips, and it's labeled, again, with name, grad year, and jersey number. The athlete also needs to be easily visible and highlighted. No music is necessary. Upload to YouTube as unlisted and include the link in every email and social media bio. Step 3 is to use social media the right way. Instagram and Twitter or X are powerful recruiting tools if used strategically. Make sure that your athletes' profiles are public, clean, That means no drama, politics, or profanity. Focused on the sport and personality, and contain the grad year, position, height, and email in the bio. You need to post regularly on social media. We want game clips, training footage, stats or updates, highlights from tournaments. You are using social media for exposure, to communicate and build relationships. Tag schools and coaches, but don't spam them. Let your game and the social media presence do the talking. This is important, this next step, which is follow up. Don't flake out. If a coach doesn't respond after 1 or 2 weeks, it's okay to follow up politely. If they still don't reply, then that's useful data. They may not be actively recruiting your position, class, or they may not be interested in the athlete. Don't take silence personally. Just stay consistent and stay focused on the schools that do respond. You're not being pushy by contacting coaches. You're being proactive. Coaches expect serious athletes to reach out. They expect serious athletes to be committed. Most of them don't have huge recruiting budgets or staffs, so they're checking their inbox just like we are. Coming up next, let's talk about the red flags, rookie mistakes, and common traps that derail even the most talented athletes and well-meaning parents. Section 5, red flags and rookie mistakes. We're almost at the finish line, but before you take off running, I want to help you avoid the biggest traps that take down even the most talented athletes and well-meaning parents. I hear these stories every day. Mistake number 1, waiting too long to start. The biggest regret I hear from parents is, we should have started sooner. I didn't know what to do. Listen, it's never too early to build relationships, clean up social media, and track progress. If your athlete is in 7th to 9th or 10th grade, this is your golden window. Get started now. Mistake number 2, thinking club or high school coaches will handle it. No shade to coaches, but recruiting is not their job. And many of them don't even understand the process themselves. They can advocate for your child, but they will not do the outreach, build the list, or send the film. You are the child's recruiting coordinator. You are. Mistake number 3 is getting scammed by paid recruiting services. You do not need to spend $1,000 to get your child recruited. The NCAA doesn't require it. NAIA doesn't require it. College coaches don't expect it. These services often sell access and templates, maybe, but you're doing the same thing right here for a fraction of the cost. I am empowering you to do this on behalf of your child. Mistake number 4 is posting the wrong things on social media. Coaches do check social media. I've seen real valid offers disappear because of profanity, drama, inappropriate jokes or memes, parents attacking coaches or refs. Clean it up. Clean it up now. Teach your athlete that their digital footprint is part of their recruiting profile. Mistake number 5, ignoring the grades. A 2.0 GPA can wipe out a full ride offer. A 3.8 GPA can open doors even when the talent level is borderline. Make sure your athlete is eligible and competitive academically. Mistake number 6, chasing the D1 or bust dream. Some of the happiest, most successful athletes out there didn't go D1. They went D2 or NAIA. They played a lot, got great scholarships, and loved their college experience. And that's the goal. Not the level, but the experience. We want to have an awesome college experience. Remind your athlete it's not about the school, it's about the opportunity. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Your job as parent is to lead with clarity, keep the pressure low, and stay focused on fit, not hype. In our final section, I'll show you how to take everything you've learned and turn it into a weekly game plan that builds momentum and leads to real results. Final section, wrapping it all up. You made it. You made it. Congratulations. By now, you understand how the recruiting process really works. And most importantly, you know what to do about it. Let's quickly recap your next moves and turn all of this into a weekly game plan that keeps you consistent, clear, and confident. Step 1, create your family recruiting folder. Inside it, keep your athletes' NCAA and/or NAIA ID number, their updated transcript and test scores, a list of target colleges, remember DREAM, target schools, and safety schools. Keep your email templates in there, your college contact tracker, and a calendar of key events such as showcases, visits, and deadlines. Step 2, set a 30 to 60 minute recruiting window each week. Every week, your family should set aside this time to update the college tracker, send or follow up on emails, post a couple clips on social media, research a few new schools, and review grades and training goals for the week. This small habit leads to big progress over time. Step 3 is get your athlete involved. This is, after all, their journey. Let them write the emails. Let them track communication. Let them learn how to advocate for themselves. They don't have to be perfect, but they do have to participate. I need you to lock in and to remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need a plan. And now, you've got one. Your child has a shot at playing in college, and you have got the tools to help them get there. Thank you for being here, and thank you for investing in your athlete's future. Now, go raise a champion.